TV platforms on Apple TV, Android TV, Fire TV, and Roku. Channels Television, ubiquitous.
Hello and welcome to Roads Renewed. My name is Kosi Anyanwu. Across Nigeria, safe and motorable roads remain critical to economic growth, national integration, and everyday mobility. From farmers transporting produce to traders moving goods and families traveling between cities, the condition of our federal roads directly impacts millions of lives. At the forefront of this responsibility is the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency, FEMA. Despite funding constraints and increasing traffic demands, FEMA continues to intensify rehabilitation efforts nationwide, while also pushing for improved funding mechanisms and stronger collaboration with the National Assembly to ensure sustainable road maintenance. This week on the program, we feature the chairman of the Senate Committee on FEMA, who speaks on legislative support, funding reforms, and strategic partnership for better road infrastructure delivery. We also take you to Kaduna State, where rehabilitation works are ongoing on critical federal routes as part of FEMA's commitment to restoring failed sections and improving motorability. Stay with us. Roads Renewed continues after this short break.
We've all felt it. The dangerous potholes that destroyed our cars and caused accidents, the bad roads, the washout, the cut-off bridges and embankments that prolong our journey time. But across Nigeria, something new is happening. Committed officials of the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency FEMA are on the ground. They are not just patching the potholes, they are monitoring, updating and reporting the conditions of our roads, undertaking maintenance operations and renewing hopes, connecting our communities one bit by bit. From bustling markets to long-haul journeys, better roads mean safer trips, faster trade, enhanced security, reduced vehicle maintenance costs, and more precious time with loved ones. This is the commitment of FEMA, investing in our infrastructure, investing in our future. Roads Renewed, FEMA, connecting Nigeria.
Welcome back to Roads Renewed. Before the break, we highlighted FEMA's sustained commitment to delivering smoother and safer federal roads, as well as the importance of improved funding and legislative synergy in achieving long-term results. We had a chat with the chairman of the Senate Committee on FEMA, Senator Sahabi Alhaji Ya'u, representing Zamfara North. Stay tuned for this interview. Welcome to another episode of FEMA Roads Renewed. In this episode, we'll be engaging distinguished Senator Sahabi Ya'u. Welcome to the show, Senator.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. I'm going to just quickly ask you a few questions. How would you describe your relationship, the relationship of your committee with FEMA in ensuring that the goals of safe roads are met?
Well, the relationship is that of critical partnership. Critical in the sense that we have to understand each other, give each other the respect and the understanding for us to be able to work amicably. For them over there, that is the agency, to succeed, and the National Assembly to have a very, very constructive oversight that is laced in accountability, sense of belonging, and the good for Nigeria.
Okay, thank you. That's very interesting and expected. How would you assess the agency's performance amid the funding and operational challenges?
Thank you for mentioning the word funding. If not for these situations that we find ourselves, that funding has become not as regular as it should be, I believe the agency will have performed wonderfully. But even though with that, they have been able to cover many parts of this country through their maintenance activity. They are able, I think, to have, make about 200 kilometers of road more travel. And when it comes to patching up the potholes, I think they were able to have about 302 square kilometers of potholes that have been patched and made motorable. So with this type of, that is 2025 budget I'm talking to you. So with this type of, development, if only we have enough funding for this agency, I think we'll have gone a long way in solving and sorting out the bad and unmotorable roads we have over this country. We have about 36,000 kilometers of road to take care of. And by the time you compare this lengthy or number of roads that needs to be attended to and whatever comes to them as budgetary allocation, I think that one can say they are doing their best.
Interesting. So in essence, the funding so far is commensurate with the work that has been output at the moment?
No, if I should say that, then I'm being unfair to the agency. The funding is not commensurate, and even though Mr. President is doing his best, and there is a clear difference between 2024 and 2025 budgetary allocation and that of 2026. Mr. President has given this agency a bit of attention, and I believe he will continue to do so. And I'm sure that with what is coming in 2026, they will perform better than what obtained in 2025.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for that, sir. Beyond infrastructure, road conditions, they affect how people trade and go about their daily businesses. So in your view, how effective, how critical is effective road maintenance to Nigerian economy at large?
Very critical in the sense that it does not only stop people being having maybe what I can call a dual citizenship, because should you have bad infrastructure in your country and you are very close maybe to a neighboring country that can give that satisfactory, it will be an easy thing for you to cross. And by the time you do that, your nationality is in doubt, your thinking security-wise is in doubt, everything of you is in doubt. So therefore, I think if we can make our roads better than they are, we are opening up the rural areas for them to go to the urban areas with whatever agricultural products they have, and we'll have prices will not spike the way they are, the way it is happening now. And I believe by the way we are going, if Mr. President should continue with the good work he is doing on roads construction in this country and roads rehabilitation, I think we'll take care of all these problems that is associated with bad road maintenance.
So you're saying something interesting in some way, that bad roads somehow lend to immigration of
course, yes.
Nigerians.
Yes, okay. It leads to migrations of not only Nigerians, any country.
Yeah.
That in your country you don't have this necessities of life. The other countries do have them. The next thing for you is to start thinking, how do I get out of this place? And that is why we are having this problem of people going through the seas and some of them being drawn to get to, no, please.
Yeah, that's a very interesting point. We are aware of famous budgetary constraints. So I would like to ask you, distinguished Senator, what are the legislative measures that the Senate is considering to ensure sustainable, predictable funding for road maintenance?
These are issues that are being tackled, and Mr. President has taken the right step in that right direction when it comes to this. Even before now, there is that tax law which provides about 10% of whatever fuel haulage we have or whatever that should be given to FEMA for them to be able to, maintain and maybe reconstruct some of these roads that are being overloaded by trucks and whatsoever. If we concentrating on that and provide more ways of revenue generation for the agency, then it will be they will be better off instead of very much relying on whatever has been given to them under budgetary allocation of the country.
Okay, thank you so much. So I'm just going to quickly ask you about preventative road strategies. So looking ahead, what reforms or innovations would you like to see institutionalized to ensure road maintenance in Nigeria becomes preventive and less reactive?
This has to do with money. And if Mr. President will continue to give enough money to this agency for them to perform, for them to do what is expected of them, constitutional provision, to do their constitutional rights, I believe it will go a long way to sort out so many problems. And we are coming up with laws, even though time is against the 10th National Assembly, but we will make sure that we leave something behind for us or for anybody that is coming in again to pick up and make this agency work as it is supposed to work. That is enough budgetary allocation, enough source of funds for them to take good care of these roads. Because it is better we take care of what we have than to start thinking of constructing new ones. It's cheaper to maintain than to construct new roads.
That's interesting. But I'm just going to ask you just quickly, in your personal assessment, is there anything that is currently being done to prevent further damage than to react to damage that is?
Yes, yeah. Something is being done even right now by Mr. President by looking at the situation and making an improvement to open the budgetary allocation of the agency. So if he can continue in that direction, I believe, yes, there is a light at the end of the other tunnel.
Okay, thank you very much. So before I just let you go, I'll ask you for a quick message to stakeholders. So what message would you like to share with hardworking engineers and field officers at FEMA, as well as millions of Nigerians who rely on the road?
First of all is to congratulate FEMA for the efforts they are making, more especially of recent times, and tell them to keep it off. Even though the resources are not, they do not match the need of the country. But with their efforts and the way the management is handling things, I think we'll get there. And I expect them to continue the way they are doing it, so that this country will be better off for it. And for Mr. President, and I equally will want to thank him and congratulate him for giving attention, the necessary attention this agency deserves for looking at its budgetary allocation in this 2026 budgetary period. So also to Nigerians that they should be patient with the agency that we are working hard, or they are working very, very hard around the clock to make sure that the roads are made motorable, to make sure that we reduce the accidents and whatever not that is being associated with bad roads. And Nigerians should be patient with us, know that the government is not that the government doesn't know the hardship being encountered by those that travel by roads. No, very much aware, and I think if we should continue with the trend of what has just started, I think we'll be better off for it.
Thank you very much, sir. That was a very interesting and quick and insightful interview. Thank you very much for tuning in today. And that was it from Senator Sahabi Ya'u, Chairman, Senate Committee on FEMA. See you again next time. Now, we bring you a special documentary from Kaduna State, where FEMA's rehabilitation works are making visible impact on key federal corridors.
Kaduna State, northwest Nigeria, is a land of rich agricultural promise and vibrant commerce. From Zaria to Sabongari, communities thrive on farming, trading, and transportation. But for years, a critical link road between Lion Al-Majirai, Gialisu, Hayin Ojo, and Jusi in Sabongari local government remained impassable, a virgin stretch swallowed by water, cut across by a stream, and abandoned to nature. However, coming to the aid of residents of the area, the federal government, through the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency FEMA, embarked on a strategic intervention. What once was a muddy track in a waterlogged terrain, intersected by a flowing stream, is now being transformed into a durable concrete bridge. At the boundary between the two local governments, a stream once divided families, businesses, and opportunities. During the rainy season, movement was nearly impossible.
We are here at Gelesu, Zaria. This project links Zaria local government to Sabongari local government. And this place, as you can see, used to be a very swampy place. It was impassable. The only access, the only part or access they have is that olden day, just a small part that they cross to the other side of Zaria. As you can see now, a bridge, a one-span bridge, is being constructed, and the road construction is ongoing. About a 350-meter length of rigid pavement road. And why the choice of rigid pavement? Because of the topographic nature of the location. As you can see, it's a very swampy place that requires a rigid pavement.
The importance of this road cannot be overemphasized, because one of the most important issues of these roads is economically, socially, and morally is very important to these people. But before, you cannot even pass through this place. Economically, when it comes to the farm produce within this area, most of the farmers do have a very damaged issue whenever it comes to issue of rainfall. But with the construction of this road, the security of farm produce is guaranteed. Because what we have seen with this type of this construction, road construction and the bridge, is going to add more value to their farm produce. All the water coming from either Barak or coming from Geles or coming from Kobani Dam, from the construction of the bridge, we have seen the embankment and the drainage is going to collect the entire water so that the farm produce will not even be affected with the water. That is why most of the people within this area are celebrating. Even the people of Gelesup and part of Sam are overenjoyed with this construction. Because if you can see, the entire farm produce is what we call perishable goods. If there is too much water in it, it will perish. But with this construction of this road, all the water, they have designed the bridge in such a way that it will collect the entire water. It will not stay long within the farm site. It will now drain through the culvert there. It will now go direct to the river. That is why you see all this farm produce, you can see it from far and near. It's just brightening. Even it's illuminating. The faces of all the farmers within this area is illuminating.
FEMA's intervention includes construction of a mini bridge, installation of reinforced concrete-lined drains, single-cell piped culverts, embankment protection, removal of unsuitable materials, laying of gravel filter beds and stone base, and finally, a reinforced concrete pavement carriageway. For an agrarian region known for transporting produce to Kano, Katsina, and beyond, accessibility means prosperity.
This bridge is constructed with the highest standards of specification. You know, the reinforcement used, in fact, even from the soil analysis, we had to conduct a soil analysis to determine the bearing capacity, you know, and the suitability of the soil. By the, you know, going further, you know, the abutment of the bridge, you know, the foundations, all were well constructed, and they have undergone series of tests in order to withstand the loading and also to have a maximum strength that will carry the goods and a property along the corridor.
Since the very day we saw FEMA coming to this site, we said something good is going to occur. We have been watching them, we have been monitoring and supervising to see the level of performance of FEMA. Because what we have seen with FEMA, Federal Road Maintenance Agency, from other road construction or maintenance, we know definitely they are going to do something good. If you see how people of Sabangare are celebrating, how people of Gelesa are celebrating, how people of Jushi, all those that have farms within the area, they are celebrating this work. We don't have anything to say to FEMA except we say may Almighty Allah continue to increase their capacity.
Beyond infrastructure, the project represents economic integration, reconnecting communities once separated by geography. A few kilometers away, another critical corridor demanded urgent attention. At the Kwangila interchange along the Zaria-Kano Road, a major artery connecting northern commercial hubs, critical sections had failed. Heavy vehicular pressure, weather conditions, and wear over time had left dangerous potholes and structural weaknesses. The federal government relocated the intervention to the Zaria-Makafi Old Kano Road corridor, covering trinages 2 + 700 to 45 + 000, ensuring that rehabilitation addresses the most urgent needs. Here, FEMA's focus is on restoring failed sections, strengthening weak pavement layers, resurfacing damaged portions, and ensuring smoother vehicular flow. For daily commuters, transport operators, and traders, smoother roads mean fewer breakdowns, lower maintenance costs, and improved safety. From the mini bridge linking Zaria and Sabungari to the restored stretches along the Zaria-Makafi corridor, these projects reflect a broader commitment by the federal government through FEMA, not just to build roads, but to strengthen connections between farmers and markets, between communities and opportunity, between movement and development. In Kaduna State, the road ahead is no longer uncertain. It is reinforced, it is accessible, and it is open.
You've just seen ongoing rehabilitation efforts in Kaduna State, a reflection of FEMA's mandate to restore and preserve federal roads across the country. But sustaining maintenance interventions like these requires not just technical expertise, but also strong institutional backing and predictable funding. This week, we examined FEMA's ongoing rehabilitation works in Kaduna State and discussed the critical role of legislative support and sustainable funding in strengthening federal roads maintenance nationwide. As the agency continues to work across Nigeria's federal road network, collaboration with the National Assembly remains key to ensuring improved budgetary provisions, preventive maintenance strategies, and long-term infrastructure preservation. FEMA remains committed to delivering value-driven maintenance interventions within available resources, keeping Nigerians connected through safer and more motorable roads. Roads Renewed is a bi-monthly program on this station. Join us again for more field reports, expert insights, and updates on federal roads maintenance efforts across the country. You can reach us through our official platforms: Facebook, official FEMA Nigeria headquarters, X @FedRoadsNGR, or you can email us info@fema.gov.ng. You can also visit our website www.fema.gov.ng. Until next time, I am Kosi Anyanwu. Thank you for watching. Goodbye for now.